All right. Go ahead, Troy, with your very first track. And you can start with whichever one you want. You don't have to go in a particular order.
I want to save the best for last, but I'm gonna start first. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna do Slinky Dog Dash and Radiator Springs Racers. So Slinky Dog Dash is going to be the overlay for Radiator Springs Racers. And basically, you're going to be going through Andy's room and finishing off with the Dash.
Mhm.
And Slinky is going to be the ride vehicle. And when you go
Hmm.
into Andy's room, guests will be able to see a lot of recognizable characters, such as Buzz Lightyear, more specifically Falling with Style, Bo Peep and her
Ooh.
sheep, Woody, Jesse, and Bullseye, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and a bunch other familiar faces.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it.
Very cute.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
had
Very
an
nice.
idea kind of like that, but for some reason my mind went straight to like Woody's Roundup. So like you are
Oh.
riding Bullseye trying to like stop Stinky Pete from blowing up that bridge in Toy Story 3. So you're riding Slinky Dog around the Cars Radiator Springs Racers track to try to stop him from taking over.
I like how you
For someone who
said.
doesn't
like
like Toy
that.
Story, that's a good
I
idea.
know.
Isn't that a cool thing?
Yeah.
I like how you said you'll be riding
Isn't that funny?
Bullseye, and then you'll be
Or-
on Slinky trying to catch him.
I mean, you're riding Slinky the whole time. Why did I say Bullseye? What the heck?
Makes sense though. Anyways,
Yeah.
Sky, I believe, is next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. So my first one was Web Slingers and Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
So I'm thinking you are having like Pooh's party at the end of the ride in the 100-acre wood, where you are able to play a bunch of different party games. One being during the giant storm scene.
Oh.
Not really sure what I would do. I'm kind of thinking like Midway Mania esque
Mhm.
Okay.
with more action, because Spider-Man, you're doing more.
Mhm.
And I really wanted to have like an ending climactic battle between the Heffalumps and Woozles, where you get to throw honey instead of those like darts. So you're
Oh, I like
launching
that.
honey at the people.
In Tigger's Abyss?
I
In
mean, that
Tigger's
can be there
Abyss.
too. I don't see why not. It's iconic.
I just want to point out, I love that you got web slingers and we're dressed the way that we are.
Isn't that? Yeah.
I
don't know.
think we manifested that.
Pretty cool. All right, Jared.
No, it's Armida, isn't it?
Armida? Oh, I don't know.
Wow. Did you wow. Okay.
I didn't know there's an order.
So I'm going to start with the one that, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll start with the one that was easiest for me. Temple of Peril and Astro Blasters, Buzz Lightyears. So another gaming system, one that I can actually get behind, which is great. And y'all know I love Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Y'all know
I could never have guessed
Just a
that. That's
little.
crazy.
Y'all know I love Indy. I do love Buzz Lightyear too, as we heard earlier. But man, do I love Indy. And it's almost too good not to like have a gaming system centered around Indiana Jones. So that's what I want to do. It's kind of like more like, if you're looking for aesthetics, it's kind of like in the style of the shooting range in Frontierland, kind of.
Ooh, uh-huh.
Okay.
That's what the pistols are for the ride vehicle.
Ooh, all right. That's cool.
Ooh, I like
And
that.
of course, and if there's one episode, may she rest in peace, where I mentioned in Temple of Doom where they sit in the mine carts.
Mhm.
So I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to revive that. We're going to sit in the mine carts, and we're going to, not as slowly as Buzz Lightyear currently is. I wanted to pick up a little bit of speed, but we're sitting in the mine carts and we have our pistols and we're shooting at any evil entities trying to take over the children.
Spooky.
Wow.
Spooky ooky.
We just want to sit in the mine carts. That's all we want.
I really want to sit in those darn mine carts. Like, where's my justice in that? So yeah, that's my idea for that.
Jared.
Am I wrong? Don't you sit in the minecarts anyway for Temple of Peril?
Kind of.
Okay, because I thought they were
Kind of.
minecarts.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start with the one that I like the least. It's Gadget Go Coaster and Astro Blasters.
Of
I
course.
hate Astro Blasters with every fiber of my
Astro
being.
Orbiter.
Oh yes, sorry, Astro Orbiter. I wrote Astro Blasters for some reason.
I know, but I looked at yours and I was like, wait. Yeah. Astro Orbiter, yeah.
Yes, I hate Astro Orbiter.
As we all do.
Fair.
So I'm doing an Astro Orbiter overlay for Gadget Go Coaster. It's just pretty much gonna be Space Mountain.
Is it Space
but outside.
Mountain?
Space Mountain, but for kids.
Space Mountain, but outside and 50 seconds long. I said make it very toony so that it matches with Toontown. Kind of primeval whirlish, like
Oh.
Okay.
that kind of vibe of like toony, but make it space. So like aliens and rockets and stuff like that. That's all I have for that one because I really don't care for that mashup.
It's
You
funny
would-
that I kind of want that now.
Just
Like
a
instead of
little-
Goofy
Goofy
now.
Sky School, can we just do this?
it's a mini Space Mountain, but outside.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's so funny.
All right. For my next one, we got Crystal Grotto and Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
I am really excited for this.
Oh wait. Oh no, wait. Should I do my other one? Because my other one's not.
No,
as
you already
good.
started. You have to now.
Fine, fine. Okay, go.
You've teased
So-
us. You've teased us.
So basically, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree is going to be overlaying Crystal Grotto, and you board a car that is able to go into the water, similar to the Disney Springs Amphicar water taxi. So that's going to be the ride vehicle. And you're going to be going through. Okay, so in Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, if you look in the line Q, there's a bunch of Mater's Tall Tales, like Easter eggs and whatnot. So
Mhm.
we're going to be bringing that. And so instead of all the Disney princess and like Disney scenes, it's going to be Mater's Tall Tales,
my
such
gosh,
as
I love
Tokyo
that.
Mater, Mater the Greater, Rescue Squad Mater. And then the cave is going to be the UFO episode of the Unidentified Flying Mater. And that's it.
Love it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
very proud of that one. Anyways,
So my next one is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride in Space Mountain.
yes, I'm
Spaceship Earth,
excited for
Spaceship
this.
Earth.
Spaceship Earth.
I'm excited.
Spaceship Earth.
So I'm keeping the Spaceship Earth attraction, but changing them all to the animals from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And they're going to be telling our version of, or their version of history as they see it and their timeline.
Oh.
Hmm.
So instead of having like that whole moon scene where you were taken and you get to see the Earth, like outside of the solar system,
Mhm.
I want to have it so you're going and you're joining Mr. Toad on the the rocket scene to the moon. Except the spaceship blows up and you go to hell that way.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So you still have that same animatronic from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, but instead of hitting the train, you get blown up going to space.
Oh
How
my-
did I know you? If you didn't say that, I was
Oh
gonna.
my
I was
god.
going to.
that is such a Sky answer.
It really is.
It
I
is.
love that concept.
I knew he wasn't gonna forget about going to hell.
How could you not?
Oh
That's
no. That's the epitome of that ride to him. Every time he's like talks about it, he's like, "Oh, so you don't feel like going to hell?"
Okay. This is how I see Fantasyland. You guys ready? Pinocchio swallowed by a whale.
Yes.
There.
Peter Pan getting kidnapped and going to some magical island.
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah.
For Snow White getting
No.
drugged and having a giant boulder fall on your face. So either way, you're dead.
Yes.
Well, that one's not there anymore.
That is true. And then Mr. Toad get hit by a train. So literally every ride, you somehow die in Fantasyland.
You're not wrong.
And Matterhorn, you get, Harold. So
Harold.
Just
In
Harold,
Matterhorn, you
That's
get
it.
your neck snapped.
you get eaten by a Yeti. So
If
somehow in every single ride in Fantasyland, you die. So how would I forget
What
you
about Dumbo?
dying?
Oh well,
I think
actually,
dark
so on
ride.
Dumbo,
Okay,
Dumbo,
fair.
on Dumbo, my friends and I actually every time we go on Dumbo, something bad happens.
You
Like-
go
Yeah,
to
when you
hell.
actually die.
You go to hell.
every time we've been on Dumbo, the next day something terrible has happened.
That's weird.
So that's
Yikes.
that part of it. Yeah.
So what you're saying is we should go on it?
No.
No?
You should go on it, and I'll go on it the next day.
No.
Yeah, sounds good.
Making me nervous, you guys.
Wow.
All right, so
Troy
Alright, I'm
hiding
gonna-
behind his 3D.
all right, moving on. Gonna get this thought out of his head before he makes me do it. Peter Pan and Luigi's is my next one.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I really do love that ride system, but no part of me wants to put cars on it. So that's gonna go. We're actually gonna do Peter Pan over Luigi's ride system.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm not a fan, but I'll make the most of it. So the queue is themed to Peter Pan's treehouse, where the Lost Boys are throwing a party in Pan's honor. So instead of the facade of Luigi's tire shop, it's gonna be like an entire it's the treehouse, and you enter in through that door in the front,
Mhm.
and the rest of it is jungle completely surrounding it, and it's open at the top with these like ramps of lights here, right? Okay,
Mhm.
bear with me. So covered completely in Neverland jungle's greenery, the floor is painted like a lake with mock-up pirate ships in the middle of it. So like very like it looks like a fifth grader made them, like very fake looking kind of pirate ships.
Mhm.
And once you get in the ride vehicle, I don't want to use any music from the movie because it's potentially problematic. So we're gonna any party
Fair.
music from that movie is problematic. So we're gonna original music is going to play as the guests are in the pirate ships dancing around each other. That's the kind of party atmosphere. I'd like to have like a statue of Peter Pan in the middle because the point of it is to celebrate Peter Pan, which is what they always did. Some little gimmicks that I put in there. Fairy lights overhead, so you'll
Okay.
have like the lamps, that hang over, and then they
Mhm.
change color. So in
Mhm.
Neverland, how do they change color? Fairies. So you know how in Mystic Manor they have that shimmer overlay?
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
do that, but up top,
Yes.
and it's
Oh.
the fairies going into each lamp, and it changes color, and then they go into the next
Ooh.
one, and it changes color. So that's what
awesome.
makes the lamps change color to create that kind of intense atmosphere of the
That's
party.
so cool.
And my last little gimmick is in the corner, little statues of Captain Hook and Mr. Smee are seen watching from the shadows as they await their chance to capture Tinkerbell.
Ooh,
Mhm.
I like
that's
that.
cool.
Nice.
I
Peter
like
Pan
that.
lovers.
I like you described it so well. Like I could see it already,
Oh,
and I
thanks.
want it.
You know the
All
music
right.
from Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like as
We
they're
use
like
that.
dancing around the fire. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking
use that.
that stuff from Neverland. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Play Regina's
We don't.
theme.
The Once Upon a Time theme.
Wow.
All right, Jared.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
got?
Jared.
Next
Get it.
one. Next one is Small World and Roger Rabbit.
Yes, I've been waiting for this one.
I'm ripping out Roger Rabbit.
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gutting it. I'm just making Small World more entertaining, I guess. Yeah, that's all I wrote down.
Mhm.
I like the idea of having, I obviously, still have the rooms, but I like having Small World as a dark ride rather than the boat ride, because I feel like you could mimic you dancing with the dolls. So
Oh.
like
Mhm.
if you really wanted to, you could like get, what's it called? Get like a big like Lazy Susan or whatever, and have the dark ride go onto it, and then you're in like a circle of the spinning Small World dolls while your car is spinning.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
And then
like
it gets to the
that.
other side, and you like keep going, and you go through all these rooms that are still all the different countries.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That's cool.
I like
Yeah.
And of course, we get to listen to Sky's favorite song.
No.
It's a Small World on repeat.
The look of distress on his face.
You thought it was gone, but it's not.
You can't have an It's a Small World ride without the song.
Yes.
I can't wait.
All right,
I
so
cannot wait.
my next one, I should have done this one in the middle, but whatever. So this one's gonna be really quick, really fast, self-explanatory. Kilimanjaro Safari and Carousel of Progress. So basically, we're gutting out, or not gutting out, but we're getting rid of Carousel of Progress, and we're putting Kilimanjaro Safari in it instead. And so in the middle of the room, it's going to be a zoo, an animal exhibit, if you will, and the audio just talks about the animals and where they come from, information about them, as it spins, and the transition song is gonna be "There's a great big beautiful safari."
Ew.
There's a
was
great big
question.
beautiful safari shining at the end of every day.
Oh
And
my god.
Those are all of mine.
Oh my god, I love that so much. I want that on a t-shirt with that.
It's a great big beautiful safari.
Now on Redbubble.
Oh my god. Okay. Mystic Manor and Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Give it to me.
So I want it to be a trackless ride as you're hunting down Nemo after he gets taken by the boat with Marlin. So you start at the drop off with the boat taking him away, and I really want it to be like you're dropping down a animated drop similar to Runaway Railway into the depths of the ocean. Really high anxiety music, getting further and further down, darker and darker. Only to reveal the giant fish coming at you and attacking your vehicle, sending you spinning away out of that room. You end up being able to bounce on and around all the jellyfish, shaking the car as it throws you around. I really want it to be super interactive because I know Mystic Manor is, and there's so much stuff that goes on in each room. So I really want it to feel like you are part of it, like you're one of the fish as well. And I really wanted to end with the EAC as you get to ride on top of the turtles and turn into like a kind of CGI roller coaster, similar to Rise of the Resistance, ending with you being taken into the pelican's mouth to find Nemo.
Ooh,
That's so cute.
I love
Yeah.
that. That's such a good idea.
So it's kind of like a
There
mix
you
between like
go.
multiple rides and ride systems, but I want it to be like a fully immersive experience.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I
know.
want that. I want
I
that
get-
ride.
Right?
Disney.
Me too.
Disney.
Yeah,
After you
yeah,
fire
yeah.
Bob Chapek, give me this ride.
Armida,
All right.
what do you
All
got?
right. So Splash Mountain and Rocket Roller Coaster. This one, I sat with this for a
If we don't have
while.
Zippity Doodah as we launch, I don't want it.
If we don't have Zippity Doo
Oh,
like heavy metal remix, I don't want it.
I'm so glad.
Zippity-doo-dah.
I'm so glad that we are all in agreement because that's exactly what I did.
Yes.
Good.
Now, here's the thing. Oh my god, I hate this. Rock and roller coaster system, but it's the Disneyland Funds version of Zippity Doodah with
No.
Armina.
Zip. Zippity dude. Oh no. It's worse than I can actually see this happening.
She gave us what we wanted, just not
Not the
what
way we wanted it. When you know it is a thrill when you go down.
That's what I was. That was the first thing that came. I was like, Rock and Roller Coaster, but Splash Mountain. That was the first thing that came to my mind, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this just for the meme. And you know I'm gonna do it for the meme.
I hate how that actually does fit. Like if that were to happen, you have to do that.
What would all
I know.
the things that you go through be instead of like the Hollywood sign stuff?
Okay, good question because that's what I was getting to. because I understand the need to retheme Splash Mountain. So I
Mhm.
didn't want to keep perpetuating that movie. So I actually added in imagery and landscape from the American Southeast, like the bayou. I wanted
That's
to get the
cool.
bayou
I
in there
like
and the
that.
swamp imagery in there. And I wanted to have the willow trees, but it's all neon.
Ooh,
Oh, I
okay.
really like that.
Okay.
I
Princess and the
wanted
Frog
to have, like,
vibes.
Yeah, I wanted to like also give it an homage to New Orleans Square and have like New Orleans buildings that we pass through as well.
Mhm.
And like kind of, like the bayou in New Orleans. And then the ending, I have to get the splash ending in there.
Yeah.
So the final drop, you go into kind of like, you'll see the neon like fake water like splashing that way, but you actually get spritzed a little bit.
Oh, fun.
Ooh,
That's
I
a
like
good
that.
idea.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
mm,
All right, Jared.
Okay, time for the last one. This is my favorite one by far. Tower of Terror and Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
So I'm going a little off the beaten path. I'm taking out Rock and Roller Coaster and dropping this ride where Rock and Roller Coaster goes.
mhm.
I'm gutting Runaway Railway. I'm using that trackless system.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And we're gonna take a track-free ride down Hollywood Boulevard in 1939, the night of the mysterious
Oh.
disappearance into the Twilight Zone.
Oh,
Sick.
My gosh.
As you're pulling up to the Hollywood Tower Hotel, the
Can you read this in
lightning
your
strikes-
voice?
No.
Can you read this in your voice?
Aw. We tried.
When you pull up to the Hollywood Tower Hotel, the lightning strikes the hotel, and it's that like connection moment, and it just
Oh, I could see
And
that.
and then your car goes on a frenzy. So like just like whipping you around 1939 Hollywood Boulevard, and you don't know where you're going or what time it is or when it is.
Mhm.
And by the time that you finally get out of your car and you're able to depart, you find yourself right in front of Hollywood Tower Hotel, only years later after it's been abandoned, as if
Ooh.
you also went into the Twilight Zone.
Oh my god,
Whoa. That's cool.
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
And then the whole idea was that at the end there'd be like a screen or something that like when you get out of the ride you can see the direct angle of Tower of Terror as if there was like a skylight.
Mhm.
So that way when you get out of the ride you're like looking at Tower of Terror as if you
Oh, that's
Ooh.
cool.
like you're getting dropped off at it.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. Speaking of
Mhm.
trackless ride systems, though, you know that part in Rise of the Resistance?
That drops you.
Yeah. I think that would be cool if that was in
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Oh, did what?
I think I just did a spoiler, but I don't think.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited for you to go on it
Mhm.
and
I
experience
know.
Rise.
I know everything about that ride.
Oh,
I know
okay.
everything. I know everything. So
She's
I'm
watched the
not.
ride
There's.
POVs.
I watched the POVs again. I got my flu shot in that building, so
Got
I know everything about that ride. So yeah,
We're down to
you can't
14
spoil me.
days.
Woo-hoo!
woo woo.
You say 14, 15. Stop telling the people lies.
In
Well,
like
it won't
3
matter
hours.
after.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to know, out of the ones that we've made today, which one was your favorite? Which one do you wish actually was real?
Tower of Terror. That one's my favorite.
Mhm.
I really like that one.
I'm kind of leaning to Finding Nemo and Mystic Manor.
Mhm.
Oh
I
my.
like that one too. I'll
Why
go
are
back
Sky
this
and I
one.
the same person?
I don't
Am
know.
I
it
the
just
only
feels really,
one?
really cool.
I want Small World and Roger Rabbit.
Really?
Surprising. I don't think that should surprise at least one of you.
I think
As a
that
small-
ride would be
As a
out
Small
of
World stan.
I think that ride would be out of Sky's worst nightmares because I'm imagining
already
making the
is.
dolls like life size though. Have them be like 5 feet tall.
That would be out of anyone's nightmare. Oh my.
Oh my
5, 6 feet tall.
You
Working
just scared
animatronics.
Sky to no end.
I cannot imagine.
And tonight,
that.
folks, he will not dream a fantastic dream.
He is in the Twilight Zone. Dun, dun,
My
dun.
God. I'm so uncomfortable
Oh,
right now. Okay, Armina, just I
Do the thing.
I don't
I'm gonna
have
do the
any.
thing.
I don't have any.
Does anyone
Oh,
have
you-
anything else to say?
We broke him.
We did.
Jared, Troy, you got anything?
I
No.
do. So
Okay,
we
good.
we discovered that I had something's wrong with my microphone or something. So apologies. I hope we fix that now. And
Okay,
that's
yeah,
it.
sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Fix it in
That's
the
it.
post.
All right.
Are you
so,
sure there's like nothing you guys want to go over from like previous episodes that you weren't a part of, or you guys all good with everything? Okay,
What
cool.
do you mean?
I'm just making sure that there's nothing else. Like I'm just putting everything out there.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
all right, okay. All right, so I'm just gonna do like a little plug here. Please tune in on Sunday night, Halloween evening. We will have a former Main Street cast member joining us. Unfortunately, Jared will not be here. RIP. Have fun at your Halloween festivities.
Thank you.
But we will have a former Disney cast member here. And we will be talking about more guest horror stories. It's going to be dope. Other than that, tell your friends to give us a listen. Feel free to leave us a review, a positive review, please, because we've been taking a couple hits recently. We're doing our best. So we
We've got
just
the
kind of
Google
hope for a
form as
little bit
well.
more. Yeah, and also yes, the Google form as well. So if you want to give us any feedback on more things that you want to see, like if you want us to play different games or talk about different specific subjects, you can absolutely let us know. Other than that, I think that's it.
Sweet.
All right, guys, dream a fantastic dream.